Hey guys, Nightprowler here, and I'm doing a video on Doubletake mirror. I just got, well, I have two of them. I just haven't put the other one on. So I figured I'd show you so far what I've learned, what I've seen about these things so far. Now, okay, not much. The only thing I've really noticed is these vibrate a little less than the stock mirrors on the freeway. Stock mirrors vibrate, they shake a little more than these. So, because I did a side-by-side comparison. So that's one good thing about them. They were super easy to put on, just lock. All you do is you got to take out this extender right here. So here, let me pull out my light. I could really do a good video, but I'm not, you know me, I never do good videos. So you take out that extender piece right there. You take off the mirror, you unscrew that, and then you use the threaded, I think it's the, I'm not exactly 100% sure. I threw away the packaging and it didn't even say, but you use the KTM, the thread, I think it's quarter, I don't know. You'd have to look on the site. And then you put that in there, tighten it up with the ball, with the rubber ball, and then, your mirrors. So, like I said, one thing I've noticed is they vibrate less. The downside is, here, let me hop on the bike. The downside on them is, there's a couple. One is, compared to the stock mirrors, they're probably better than most aftermarket mirrors, but to the stock mirrors are pretty decent if you don't break them. So, right here, that's about, I don't know, 2 inches maybe? Yeah, maybe 2.5 inches, something like that, right there. That's 6 inches. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, you guys, maybe some of you will get that joke. So 2 inches. That gives, where opposed to this, where you're getting like maybe an inch. That makes a huge. That seems to make a difference, because when okay, I've got the phone basically where my head, where my eyes are looking. So look in the right there. So you barely see my elbow and anything, and I can look directly behind me where that piece of equipment is right there. So that's directly behind me, which, if you got a car coming up behind you, you want to see directly behind you. Where on this side, I get more of my arm, and I can't see any more directly behind me. So it looks like I've lost maybe, let's see, it's hard, I gotta sit back here so I can really show you. I've lost maybe 1/2 inch on the height. Well, I don't know, the bend's about right. Yeah, but that's slope, yeah, I'd say about 1/4 inch on height, where this is pretty damn close. I mean, it's close, it's just that little bit of extra to it, the inch that you lose here really tends to screw with you a little. If that had an extender on it, it'd be a lot better. So vibration's good at like 70 on the freeway. You can see out of them just as good as you can the stock ones, a little bit better. The only downside is you do lose your ability to see directly behind you. You can see next to you, you can see if you're going to change lanes, but directly behind you is pretty hard for me on this. Like, the only way I'm seeing directly behind me is if, I move my arm a little, and then I can kind of look, which is fine. And I probably wouldn't have even noticed it had I not left the stock mirror on there and did a side-by-side comparison. So that's a little bit of annoyance. The price you're looking at for this setup about 120 bucks from Doubletake. The shipping was great. I ordered it. I got it in like 4 days. So shipping was awesome, and it was a part of that was a weekend too. So shipping was great. I got it really fast. I like the quality. I like how I have now another ram mount. So if I want to take this mount, undo it from here, I can move it and put it here if I want to. I like how this has really quick adjustable, super adjustable, really fast. So if I want to loosen that up, move it out a little for whatever reason, or flip it over, or if I'm going off road and I want to flip it over, I can totally do that. That's a good thing. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Do I think it's worth it? If they don't break, I mean, everything breaks, so I don't know. I mean, I guess it all depends. They are better than stock, but they're also $120. So if you're looking, like, if you're an enduro guy or something, you're just going to get one, you're looking at about $60 for the setup for one. Shipping was like $6. And like I said, it's good, and I probably won't even notice that once I take that mirror off. But you do lose that little bit of looking directly behind you. These tend to move in on me a little, and I don't like that. These haven't moved at all. They seem pretty solid, so I like that. But when you're, so I guess if I moved my, if I looked up a little bit, looked underneath my arm, maybe I could, get it. And I can also, but I think that I pretty much have it just pushed back about as far as I can really go with it. Maybe I'll just screw around with it. But these are my initial impression of it today. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, if you want me to do I have a helmet cam for my helmet. You want me to do a video of showing what it's like on the freeway or something like that, because no one really did that video. I mean, unless it was a super sponsored video, and then you're like, oh, I don't know if I really trust that or not. But you want me to do that video? If you're really interested, I can do that. I can throw my helmet camera on. You can see for the, for yourself, the vibration or whatever. But you got to remember, I am taking this mirror off. So I'm going to take this mirror off and put my other mirror on there. But as far as vibration goes, it is better than the stock KTM mirror. So that's it. I know, so I mean, the cons are they're expensive, and I can't seem to see right behind me anymore. Like, not directly behind me anymore. That's kind of a bummer there, but whatever. But it is, the good things are it's adjustable. It shouldn't break. They have a lifetime warranty on the arms and the mounts and the plastic and all that. Just the glass, if it breaks, I gotta go pay $10 and get new glass. I think that's how much the glass was. It might be, yeah, it was $10 for the glass only. That's it, And the cool thing is, if it does break, like, let's say this does break, and I can just go pick it, I can just order the whole system for like $20, the whole little thing. But when you think about it, regular mirrors aren't very expensive. I guess it also depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about a Harley, they can be upwards of $300 and get them made out of full billet aluminum and all that. If you're looking at an enduro mirror, they're not very much. They're, looking at $30-40, So I guess it all depends. But, I'm going to run these for a while. Obviously, I'm going to run them. I spent enough money on them, and see how they go. If you guys have any questions about it to see how they're running, because these are pricey, dude. I'm going to be honest. They're pricey. Everybody I've seen so far, they seem to like them, and they run them on a KTM 690 Enduro R. The guys I've seen running them, they seem pretty happy with them. So that's why I went with it. But we'll see how it goes. If I have any more crashes or anything, we'll see if it's better or no, or worse. All right, that's it. That's just my opinion here. So, like, let's see, you lose a little bit there, where you see. But I could always just, if I really wanted to, I could just push this down a little and push it out. But then that gives me more of a wide angle than it does a right behind me. But anyways, like I said, I digress. I'll stop rambling. Just my ideas. Talk to you guys later.